Good, then we'll roll up together. I have to travel all the way across the room to my laptop to flip the YouTube switch on. Anyway, welcome around the world. It's July 2nd. We'd be celebrating today, but our founding fathers decided to wait 2 more days to get it all figured out. Anyway, hope you're enjoying this holiday week and a blessed extra day of holiday on the weekend. My name is Greg. If you're on YouTube and the algorithm has dropped you off, this is yoga for everybody. Some would call it gentle or easy yoga. I would call it yin yoga and intelligent yoga for self-repair and self-care. That's the Wednesday version. If you're not watching it on Wednesday, you can still get the results of Wednesday practice. Looney and I, the cat that run the show around here, we really like when you like and subscribe, so thank you for helping us spread yoga for everybody. So the nature of tonight, we'll just do a little bit of joint juice and a lot of restorative yoga. I really need it. I have a strained hip flexor, which is a weird muscle. It's like that, nothing ever happens to that, but when it does, you feel it. So if you're brand new, just join in. If you're a veteran, you know the regimen, you know the ritual. Shoulders, 1. You'll note I'm kind of polishing my knees as I'm moving my shoulders around. If you're brand new, it's this kind of yoga that's called Viyama. It's designed to get the joints open and the body's natural lubrication working. Good other way. Back up, over, forward, around and down. 2. We're going to do an extra smattering of restorative yoga. The real deep, long restorative poses that take 5, 6, 7 minutes. Good, we've got our shoulders going. Inhale up. Nice YouTube turnout, great to see you all. Up your back, behind your neck, and out. These movements will realign us with spirit. They'll help to alleviate negative thoughts, feelings, emotions, and bring us back into tune. I liken our bodies to musical instruments, and however well we might play, we need to be tuned by the master, and yoga is participating in that. Good, now since there's going to be a good restorative twist tonight, simple, easy twist. Turn to the right, left hand, right knee, right arm behind you. Get a nice little twist. None of this need be extreme yoga tonight. This is middle ground yoga where we find a moderation of movement. Good, release, come out. I do this just to relax my shoulders, get my spine upright. It gives me an accurate and precise turn. Right hand, left shoulder, left arm behind my back. Spine tall, chin level. And as you're willing and open-minded, just let thinking begin to relax, dissipate, reduce. There's plenty of time for thinking some other time. Okay, and we'll release out of this. Now, this is why I highly recommend having these yoga blocks. If you don't have them, all you have are like some pillows. You could put a couple of pillows down, and then you could bring your head down. But the reason I have blocks is they're beautiful for yin and restorative yoga. For me, that's a good size right there. The beautiful thing about bringing your head down and having it supported, I think you can really feel the release and the relaxation of your shoulders. You can let your lower back drop. You can release your hips. There's no need to force or to bounce or to strain to get down further. 99% of this yoga is the attention and quality and rhythm, peace and poise of the breath. My shape in this pose is actually the block down one more size. It allows me to bring my elbows down, support my head, and I could do this for like 30 minutes. We'll do it for 30 seconds. If you're brand new, just follow along. Just play with the group. Try it out. Give your body a chance. Your body remembers these movements. This is deep in our human DNA. Good. On your next inhale, come on up. Now, of course, we can switch the cross of our legs. Is it absolutely essential to do both sides? It's not absolutely essential. It's a nice thought, but we're not symmetrical creatures. All appearances to the contrary. Again, I set up myself a little edifice for my head. Relax forward, close our eyes, and we do yin yoga, quiet and peaceful yoga. Good. On your next inhale, come on up. It doesn't take much to serve our body and to keep it operating efficiently. In fact, a lot of people don't underdo it, they overdo it. So this is good practice for just the sufficient amount. All right, now, this is weird if you're new. My hands are laced, my thumbs are up, and these are my sternocleidomastoids, the thick pillar muscles on the side of my neck. I'm just brushing them with my thumbs. Not near my throat, that's your carotid. You don't want to brush that. This is the wide side of my neck. Smooth and easy from jawbone to collarbone. 6, 7, 8. Good. Drop your chin. If you're older than 50, neck rolls may start slow, but they'll build in quality. Release and ease. 5, 6, 7, 8. Other way. 2, nowhere to go, nothing to do, no agenda, no comparison to others, no trying to get ahead, no trying to catch up from behind. 6, 7, 8. Good. Now, just relax your head down for 15 seconds. Let the weight of your larger than average brain release the back of your neck. Good. Now, here's one that seems like it's not for your hip flexor, but I could really use it. I'm taking my hands in this shape, putting them down in my top of my hips, slightly medial of my hip flexors, and I'm just kind of massaging left and right. I call this push and smush. Good. Then to get the wrists the other way, this flexion, and just push and smush. A little goes a long way. Good, now make yoga fists, put them behind you, and to the degree that you can, lift your can. If you can lift way up high, wonderful. If you can scarcely lift, lift to where you lift. Chest up to. Good. Sink down, switch the cross, lean back. If you can't lift your buns yet, keep coming back. Lift up. It's no one movement, it's the synergy of these movements in sequence. Good, come on down. 1, 2, 3, 4. What am I doing? I'm going like this. Really good for your wrists. It's kind of a circle. It's kind of rhythmic. My elbows are relaxed. The movement's directed into my wrists. It's soft, smooth, relaxing. It's good for arthritis and rheumatism. It's good if you play the piano, the guitar, the drums. It's great for your golf game. Some of my favorite hobbies. It's good for yoga. Good, then wearing my cat shuttle t-shirt, gonna wave my hands. I lost this shirt a couple weeks ago and it was found, but I did buy another one from Walmart, so now I have two. Now, very simply, just cup your hands at your heart, close your eyes for 20 seconds. Just let's practice gratitude for all the things we would really appreciate if it was taken away from us. So sometimes my mentor says, if you can't think of something to be grateful for, what do you have that you would be sorry if you lost? Then I can make a list miles long. My health, my friends, my home, my cat. I am living in an embarrassment of riches. Good. Now our ankles. Now I'm just going to extend my left leg out. If you're pretty tight, it might be hard to get your right ankle over outside your left knee, but it's a start. If it's pretty easy, then you just take this guy and you fold it under. Don't worry about that if you're new. Keep your left leg out. Just going to stabilize my right shin with my right hand and crank a doodle on my foot. Six, 7, 8. Other way. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. Right leg out and it may remain out. Left ankle over the top. If you just find that you can fold your shin under and your ankle is still outside your thigh, great. But mainly, I just want access to our foot. 4, 5. I'm giving it a good turn because I've been at it for a while. If you're brand new, don't break it off. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boy, a little of this really goes a long way. Good, now I'm rooting my legs out straight and strong, opening up my toes, bringing my feet in together, bringing my little baby toes in, dorsiflexing my ankles so my feet are drawing in toward me, bending my toes in toward me to the degree that I can. I was born without bendy toes for some reason. Then I'm going to sit up tall. Now if you're tight, you're getting to about here. Then you're learning some extension. Joints are releasing, energy's lining up. Congested energy is softening and moving through the body as it was designed at the factory. Good, then hands plant, feet are in, lift up. Good, one more in this abbreviated sequence. If you're brand new and you're really tight, this is a very, a lot of people are never going to sit like this for the rest of their lives. But we yogis, we keep our bodies active. So my feet pull into about here. My knees relax to about there. And when I've had a long day riding my bike already, 3-mile walk, hour of hitting golf balls in the 90-degree temperature, Now I'm doing yoga, so I'm just kind of massaging and getting circulation into the hips and groins. When it's going good, I'll pump. And when I'm open, I'll push my knees all the way down. Find what you can do. Good. Now, this is a challenging movement for my new friends. Take your right knee and just bring it up over your left knee like that. If you can, get a hold of your left ankle. Take it out like a little twisty tie like that. You may find that your hips are so tight, you're leaning way over on your left hand. That'll be the case for a while. Just getting in this pose will do things. It'll begin the process. After a while, your hips will level out. Your spine will be straight up and down, so you'll be able to take your hands off the floor. Then you could stretch up and you could turn to the right. So I described 12 different ways to do this move. And if you even want more, your hands can release. My left hand grabs my right hip, right arm behind my back. Now I can get a little extra twist. I try to describe these fundamental movements in sort of mild, medium, and stronger variations. That way everybody can play and we can all live under this tent together. Good. Then, as you might imagine, we exit, come out, we wiggle a couple of times because a lot of yoga poses leave an impression, and we want that impression to dissipate. The more yoga you do, the sooner the impressions will dissipate and leave you in a condition for a new impression. And a new impression, we should always be impressed with life. Okay, now my left knee is folding over my right knee, and I pulled out my right ankle like that, just as a little twisty tie. Again, if you're very tight in Tennessee, you're just, oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing yoga, but I'm so happy to be in the game. You're over here on both hands. One hand up, both hands up. This is challenging for me because of my strained hip flexor, but I'm going to stretch up, turn left, and I'm going to reach down and gently grab my hip and my foot. This enables me to turn my spine to the left. If you're bendier than me, then do something bendier than me. If you're stiffer than me, you be you, I'll be me. We're trying to get out of this Western world mode of, I'm the world champion yogi. I'm more flexible than just do what you can do. And we learn contentment. The yoga word for contentment is santosha. I am content with who I am, where I am, what I have, what I'm able to do, and how I'm feeling right now. That is a beautiful thing. It doesn't mean we give up or resign to life. It means every moment can be fulfilling. Good, when we release out of that, there's that hip flexor. Ooh. Oh boy. Oh Lordy. Man, you live in a body for a while, it's going to have a dent every now and then. Hold, please. Okay. Enough of this damn joint juice. We're open, we're ready. Let's do some real live restorative yoga tonight. And we're going to do my favorite one. It's going to be great for my hip flexor. It's going to be a delightful twist. It's going to put us all into intergalactic ecstasy together. I'm going to exit my blanket. I'm going to move that off to the side. And you're going to need a big pillow, also known as a yoga bolster. If you don't have a yoga bolster, big thick blanket, maybe 2 stacked up, or on your couch, the big back cushion. If that removes, that makes an excellent bolster for many friends. But why not just get a yoga bolster? They sell them on Amazon. You can have it delivered tomorrow morning by 7 a.m. I'm going to back up. The thing about this pose is, if you build it extraordinary well-being will come, but it has to be built properly. So I've done my best over many years to try to explain it in the most efficient way. So follow directions, bolster in front, right out in front of me, lengthwise. Now, all I'm going to do is turn 90 degrees to my left. The bolster pulls into my right hip. See that? Now see how my right hand can just lean on the bolster? Isn't that nice? Even this is a nice pose. There's nothing wrong with this. Now as I lean into the bolster, I can take my legs and I can shift them around behind me. As I look behind me, there's my right knee, my left knee. I cross my ankles. You don't have to. And now I turn back to the front. Then I put both hands on the bolster and I push back away from the bolster to stretch my obliques and my rectus abdominis and even down into my hip flexor. Good. Now the twist is obviously to the right, right? If you're very tight, just very gently come down to your right ear. I like to put my right hand over here, move the head of my bolster over to 1 p.m. on the dial. Then I turn my cat shuttle t-shirt to aim down the bolster. And you really take your time. And only if you're highly mobile would you come to your left ear. The restorative position is a slow retiring onto your right ear. As your body relaxes, and it will if you give it time, your elbows and hands will spread out wider. And this is it. We're going to do 3 minutes on each side in order that this sinks deeply into our body and gives us all the fruit and benefit of restorative yoga. Like all restorative yoga poses, you feel it, and if you build it well, your body will sort of melt into the pose in the same way that water finds its own level. Breathing will moderate and temper, smooth out and lengthen generally. And then just let it feel really good. You can fall asleep if you want. I'll wake you up in 2.5 minutes.
Good, one more minute. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. Okay, really big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Pull our hands in and push out in really slow motion. Oh my goodness, you do not want to rush out of restorative poses. Your body is cheering right now. It is releasing tons of good feeling neurotransmitters, endogenous morphines, and of course the bliss of the other side. So I've squared myself up, my bolster's right in front lengthwise, very easy. Then I turn 90 degrees to my right. I pull the bolster into my left hip. My left hand goes on the bolster. It's nice support. I could even lean down into my left elbow, and that would make my legs easier to slide around, getting my right knee kind of folded up over my left knee. If you're bendier, you can take your left ankle out and cross it. It's not necessary. It's just a way to amplify the pose if you'd like. Then, with both hands on the bolster, it turns me to the left, and then the leaning back toward. Imagine in this pose if you were a contortionist and now could just lean straight back on your back. Contortionists can literally do that. It's almost inconceivable, isn't it? But we're just doing our own version of flexibility. Now I'm turning from belly button up to chest to the left. Left hand for support. Coming straight down to your left ear is fine. Slightly bendier friends who want a little more. Bolster goes over to 11. Belly button, cat t-shirt aims down. Elbows broaden. And left ear. 3.5 minutes. This could also be called yin yoga. Just enormously regenerative, rejuvenating, restorative for the body. Bodies crave this sort of supported, intelligent movement. Once you get in it, you can just go to town, meaning rest and relax as much as your heart desires. One more minute. Okay, really big inhale. Exhale, let it all go. Pull our hands in. Again, come up in super slow motion. Unwind yourself. You have just done such good for your body. And we're just kind of getting warmed up on this restorative yin style yoga. So now I'm going to put my bolster off to the side. This is when you really need yoga blocks. We're going to do supported bridge pose. The thing we just did was mostly a prone position, laying on our belly. Now we're going to be on our back, and then we're going to lift our hips up, maybe a little bit onto a block, or maybe pretty high onto 2 blocks. But again, it's not a competition. It is a cooperation and a collaboration with our body. So to show this one, if you're new, I'm going to move the blocks out in front of me, and all I'm going to do is turn sideways, and very simply, man, if you're just to lay on your back with your feet flat on the floor, even this is yoga. Yoga is any intelligent, patient, aligned posture, movement, position, prayer of the body. But bridge pose, obviously named bridge because you can take a flat block, its smallest orientation, you can press into your feet, and your butt will go up. It's magic. Now, the block goes from your belt down. It does not go underneath your kidneys. There's no pelvic drop. That's exactly what we don't want. That would just be, it would excite our nervous system. We want the sacrum, the bone at the end of your spine, the big flat one. We want that supported. And so the lower back, the kidneys, the cortisols, the internal organs, the digestion can relax. This right here is a perfectly good supported yin yoga pose. Now, because of my strained hip flexor, which is going to get better immediately, I'm going to add a little stretch to my hip flexors by lifting my booty up higher, and I'm going to put the second block underneath. I'm not terribly flexible in this range of motion. I just have a longer than average spine because I'm just a taller than average person. But now as I get my butt this high, my thigh bones drop a little more, and the leverage, the focal point, is more in my quadriceps and my hip flexors. Now my neck is in flexion, meaning my chin is angled toward my chest. Don't turn your head. Arms are relaxed by the side. And this is it for 3 minutes. 3 minutes. It builds patience slowly. If you don't have blocks, you could be using big pillows or something. Now, in a general sense, you don't want your knees splaying out or your toes turned out. You want your thigh bones in alignment with your hips, parallel, knees hip distance apart, and feet parallel. There might be a little give to the outside, but that's because we got tight asses, tight hips, tight quads, tight groins, tight psoas, tight hip flexors, tight wallets. So my teacher used to strap our knees together, draw them in, which was particularly intriguing. Now this is activating, stimulating, bringing circulation, movement, motion, attention to my right hip flexor, which is just an extra added benefit. I'm breathing from my belly button, not my chest. That's stimulating my rest and relaxation. Now tonight, I want a little extra stretch of my hip flexor, so I'm going to take my one leg over the other leg. Now this has really got my attention. We'll do it both sides. I think most people would be terribly surprised to realize how exceptionally tight and blocked they are through this range of motion, because it's mostly absent from their body, life, expression. But we're designed to have this. It's too strong, back out. Now I'm going to uncross this leg, bring that foot down. I'm going to take the other thigh and knee, crossed over as efficiently as I can. This is definitely my nemesis, and I'm spending some time releasing and opening and refreshing this part of my body in this restorative yin pose, right along with you. Okay, really big inhale. Exhale, relax, uncross that knee. And if you can do it, bring your knees in so that your knees are pointed straight up to the ceiling. And then extend your legs up for supported bridge pose, Viparita Karani. If your legs don't straighten, they should, they will. It's going to take some application and some engagement, some participation and some diligence. If your legs can only go up for a moment, do it and then bring them down. You don't want your legs rigid or locked. You don't just want to be firm and extended through your legs. Nice arch of my spine, tailbone drops, abdominal wall releases, chest opens, shoulders release, thyroid stimulated, cosmic consciousness achieved, infinite cosmic samadhi bliss. If none of that makes any sense, no worries. A little bit of inversion every day can really affect your health and your well-being. This is right in the owner's manual of our body. There are inversions that are radically more difficult. Standing on the head, shoulder stand, handstand. That's not for everybody, is it? This is for everybody. Now I'm going to bend my knees, keeping my hips on the block. I'm just going to let my knees drop in toward my chest, giving my lower back, hips, and an opening. And of course, you could extend your legs out and let your body fold down into a pike position, as it were. My pike position is unique to me. If I was perfectly flexible, and I am not, my legs would fold all the way down, my toes would be on the floor over my head, and my hips would still be on the blocks. That's for my next lifetime. I love this. This in effect is Paschimottanasana, the deep seated forward fold done inverted. Keeps the beautiful alignment of the spine. It directs the movement right where it's needed and away from where it's not. It gives you time, peace, patience. We will never be done with these movements. We will never have achieved victory over them. It's like golf. You never master or beat golf. You're always just making better and better acquaintance with it. And always being very much humbled by it. Good, now I'm going to bend my knees. And I'm going to bring my feet down in very slow motion, honoring my hip flexor. My feet come in for a landing. I press into my feet so I can lift my butt. I can get the blocks out of the way. I can bring my high knee down slowly, and my feet come together. My knees butterfly out to the side. Then I like to take my arms up and just drape my arms across my chest and lay as flat as I can. If you like more, slide your hands up to your elbows and let your elbows frame your head. Direct breathing deep down toward your abdomen. Good. Okay. We've reached the near conclusion of class. We're in the home stretch of our Wednesday pre-fireworks restorative. And now we're going into the pure and perfect restorative, which is Shavasana, but supported. This is going to go underneath my knees. You'll see in a moment what I mean. And then my blanket, which is askew. Excuse me for a sec. This happens sometimes. I had a yoga studio for a long time, so I'm quite familiar with folding 60 blankets at a time. But then this rolls into a little mini tube or bolster. This is going to go directly underneath my neck. And then Paradise breaks out for 6 or 7 minutes. Right underneath my knees, so I can lift my booty and shake it out a little, which is, it's nice to shake your booty. Then my spine relaxes. The blanket underneath my neck is not underneath my neck yet. Now it is. I get, if you build it, they will come, so to speak. Arms angled down by the side of my body.
And now we take this entire practice and catalyze it, assimilate it, integrate it, synthesize it into our body. Relax your jaw, close your eyes, and I'll see you on the astral plane. And I'll let you know when 5 minutes have gone so that you can like and subscribe. You can fall asleep if you want. I've got a timer set. Let your eyes roll back in your head. Okay, my friends, stay nice and relaxed. Just begin to come back. Easy does it. Breathe back into your skin. So I'm feeling my life force come back into my body, feeling my body weight back on the floor, nice and relaxed, wiggling my fingers and toes, circulating super feel God through myself. Love, joy, bliss, peace, calm, wisdom, intelligence, soul, spirit, life. Okie doke. Then I'm going to sit up with you guys nice and slow. I'm going to reorient myself to my camera. Hands to our hearts. What an enjoyable session that was with my friends around the world. Thank you for sharing our common good together, our uncommon good. All together around the world, we say, Namaste. As always, I bid adieu to my YouTube friends first from around the world. Thank you, growing audience of friends who are supporting by liking and subscribing. It makes a huge difference. And if you have a moment, and if you haven't liked and subscribed, it's perfectly free. And just by reaching the button over, you really help our little tribe grow and spread yoga for everybody to people that could really, really, really benefit from it. So thank you for supporting me in that. And I hope you delight in the rewards of good yoga. And my camera's not next to me because I broke it. So I'm sliding into my laptop and